Hello, everyone. Come up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Man, oh man, we kicked off the SmackDown Ring Report. But, what a SmackDown it was. You see right here. LA Knight takes on Solo Sikoa. LA Knight a day away from going for the championship in that Fatal 4-Way match. The LA Knight gained some momentum. We'll keep it with the momentum for the Royal Rumble coming up. Also, too, WWE Women's Tag Team Championships are on the line as Damage controls the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka, and Kairi Sane takes on the Women's Champions, Tag Champions, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. Can they get themselves back into Tag Team Championship goal? We'll see coming up. Also, to a face-to-face meeting between the Pride, which they should be called the Hurt Business. They we go up against the Karrion Kross's new faction, the Truth, something. I don't know what Karrion Kross's faction is. Maybe y'all might tell me. Also, too, Carlito versus Santos Escobar, a match that's been boiling since Survivor Series. Now it comes to fruition tonight. Also, too, the coming rising stars between Carmelo Hayes and Austin Theory. They are the future of WWE. We'll get to that coming up as well. Into major breaking news right here. This news had broke. Mr. McMahon, a disgraced man of whatever. Vince McMahon, accused of doing some trafficking. Man, Vince McMahon, used to be the founder of WWE, now turmoil, disgrace. Man, oh man, I mean, the wrath of the effects of WWE being led by Mr. McMahon. Even Slim Jim has suspended their stuff with WWE, the head of the Royal Rumble. Man, Slim Jim don't want no part of WWE. Man, all this and more when the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report. And it starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Diggs here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in that conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling Show here on Connect for the SmackDown Ring Report. And man, oh man, you see right the Slim Jim stuff coming ahead. This might be the allegations that's going on. Vince McMahon, we just learned, has resigned from TKO Holdings. He's no longer going to be the executive chairman. Man, Mr. McMahon, a fall from grace so far. At the what happened with him? Man, oh man, you got to be. He resigned, so that's good for him to resign. Because if you resign, you basically saying it's all true. Man, this McMahon gone, but hey, all these details we'll talk about a little bit later on Wrestling Hot Topics on what's going on with Mr. McMahon coming up here. But focus on the show that happened tonight. Let's kick things off with the SmackDown Ring Report. Now we told you last week that Kevin McPatrick, if we can find Kevin Patrick, has been released by WWE. Kevin Patrick, who was the voice of SmackDown, has been released, has been gone, and in his chair and in his place, the man can't never catch a break whatsoever. And I guess it's Michael Cole again. Mike Cole probably like, man, I'm tired of being in this chair. Nobody don't like these folks. I mean, this time, what they need to do, go in house, go and promote. What's his name? Vic Joseph to the role. Plain and simple, Vic Joseph. He's ready. And then you got Blade Chadwick. That's what they probably gonna do, because this in-house stuff don't work all the time. And so, hey, maybe that's what they got to do. But you know how that's gonna go with Michael Cole. We'll see how that's gonna go. Michael Cole probably ain't gonna want to do this all his life. I know Michael Cole. He ain't gonna want to do this. Well, we get things started with this. Ava Raine, who's probably a nepo baby herself. Ava Rain, The Rock's daughter, got introduced as the new general manager this week. She's the general manager of NXT. She introduced herself to Nick Aldis, who's the general manager of SmackDown. Well, Nick Aldis and Ava Rain did tally up the calculations. I'm surprised they didn't have what's his name, Alan Pierce there, but they might do somewhere else. But the Pride, Bobby Lashley, gets himself in the Royal Rumble entry. What about your partners? They ain't in the Royal Rumble either. That's crazy. That's messed up. Pride, we'll tell about a little bit later what happened with them. Also, too, R-Truth was in the Royal Rumble match. R-Truth tried to confuse the situation than it once was, but hey, being R-Truth himself, R-Truth had to put some comedy flair to it, as he did and stuff for R-Truth. Jimmy Uso also drawed into the Royal Rumble after he got this sound advice from Paul Heyman. Heyman told Uso that he needs to pivot and try to make a defining moment in his career. And the Royal Rumble match would be there for him and go for Raw's world title. So there's a lot going on. A lot of people are speculating on what's going on. We can see that. Even Hulk Hogan has speculated that he might show up in the Royal Rumble match. He needs to stop. He's not going to be in the Royal Rumble match. I hate when Hogan likes to do them teases, but that's Hulk Hogan for you. He likes to do stuff like Vince McMahon. We'll get to that later with them two. Donald Trump and all them. Them 80 stars are fading away, and they're fading away fast. Speaking of guys who grew up in the 80s, are born in the 80s. I know Randy Orton born in 1980, LA Knight 82, and AJ was born 77, but he grew up throughout the 80s as a kid. Well, we know these three men will be vying for the World Championship, the WWE title tomorrow. Roman Reigns wasn't there. Absence to his absence, Reigns wasn't there, but you can tell these three men wants to be WWE champion some way somehow, and these three men would want to get themselves into championship competition to get themselves to be the one who defeats Roman Reigns and dethrone Roman Reigns in his long historic reign. But I'll tell you tomorrow on the SmackDown on the Pro Wrestling Show Royal Rumble prediction show special that what's going to happen with that as well. Well, we have a new faction. Finally, Electra Lopez has now joined La Familia to complete the heel side, which they should have been done. Electra Lopez decided to take things out of her own hands to the woman that kind of replaced her in the group when the group started formulating and stuff. Electra should have done that many years ago. That's what she should have done, but Electra probably looked at it like the WWE people probably didn't look at her and take her serious on what was going on with her. Electra Lopez is now part of the La Familia group. She should have been in a long time, but Electra Lopez now into the group. And speaking of La Familia did Santos get himself into the Royal Rumble match. Santos, I mean, it don't make no sense. You might well put all of them in a match, all of them in the Royal Rumble match, instead of folks shilling in. Even Montez Ford, I mean, I don't know. We'll see with Bianca Belair and all of them. I think they're a cute couple, but it's just something's not working out. But you know how that goes, but how that is and stuff. Well, speaking of that, Montez's wife, Bianca, declared herself into a Royal Rumble match, picking a number. Bianca declared that she's going to be the one to be a two-time Royal Rumble winner, be the first woman to win the Royal Rumble match for the second time. We'll see. Bayley looking forward to winning the Royal Rumble match herself tomorrow. If everything goes, the stars align for her. Bayley wants that chance of a lifetime, that opportunity of a lifetime to do what she did. Well, Bayley did play dividends tonight, helping her team, the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane and Asuka, win back the women's tag team titles. And the women's tag team titles are back in the control of Damage Control once again. So we get to see that as well for the women's tag team championships. So Bayley now the manager of the women's champion Io Sky and the tag team champions. So we'll see how this is going to affect and how this is going to go down between them, and we'll see how this is going to look. But damage control hold all the gold in the accomplishments that comes along with it. So we'll see how there's going to be heading towards the Royal Rumble. Bayley said if she wins the Royal Rumble match, that she wants Raw Women's Champion Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. We don't know how that's going to be going forward with that, but Bayley making her mission statement to win the Royal Rumble, and the way to do so is to go through 29 other women to do so in order to get the shot. So we'll see how this is going to go. So it was a lot of Royal Rumble matches. We told you La Familia. Saw right here a lot going on tonight and stuff. Well, we saw that Carmelo Hayes got an unpaid visit from Trick Williams. Trick Williams having his buddy out, Carmelo Hayes, to get even with Grayson Waller in in Austin Theory. We told you Carmelo Hayes had that match in Austin Theory with both men letting them having the concussions. But now we see Grayson Waller, Trick Williams coming out there, continuing their feud going on. You can tell they're going to be feuding sooner rather than later. The feud's going to end there right there between them and stuff. How this is going to go. Well, AJ Styles still doesn't trust Jimmy Uso, doesn't trust his own group mate. It's going to lead to some tension going on between them sooner rather than later. That tension going to boil down between them. AJ in a dark coat, doing what he need to do. And you got them three with LA Knight taking on Solo later tonight, but Randy Orton and AJ wouldn't be far behind tonight. As we told you what went down with Paul Heyman telling Jimmy, you need to do something big and do something fast. So we see that. Also, too, Karrion Kross outsmarts the Pride again. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits get their butts whooped again. I mean, Karrion Kross might know the moral compass between right, good versus evil. I think Karrion Kross may be the one that kind of say, "Hey, I don't give a crap what they think." And I knew the Pride was going to be outsmarted again by Karrion Kross and Paul Hillary and all them. They're gonna have to really, really not. Their problem is when you play too much, things just don't go your way, and that's what they need to be trying to focus on, stuff like that. But we'll see how this gonna go between that. Well, at the end, LA Knight didn't win his match against Solo because that match went through Tizzy tonight. LA Knight and Solo. LA Knight, Randy Orton tried to get the upper hand on LA Knight. AJ tried to get the upper hand on both of them, but Randy Orton tried to do the RKO. LA Knight did the blunt force trauma to win the match. And we're getting ready and getting set for the Royal Rumble. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the Pro Wrestling Show presents the predicted outcome for the Royal Rumble. I mean, this Royal Rumble right here is going to be magical. LA Knight getting the championship that he wants to get. AJ wants to be WWE champion again. Randy Orton wants to be WWE champion. Roman wants to retain to keep his historic reign going. So there's a lot going on. We'll have it for you at the top of the hour, 6:05. 6:05 tomorrow for the Pro Wrestling Show. Predict the outcome for the Royal Rumble. So look for that coming your way. Like we said, the Royal Rumble match is the fastest 60 minutes in WWE history. Right here, these are the competitors that's going to compete for the Royal Rumble right here. Drew McIntyre, R-Truth, Jimmy Uso, Kofi Kingston, Santos Escobar, Shinsuke, Bobby Lashley, CM Punk, Randy Orton. No, not Randy Orton. Randy Orton might enter if he loses the WWE title opportunity. CM Punk. He's coming back from a Royal Rumble 10 years ago that he walked away from, walked out the company. Gunther, who looking to become the winner after being last year's runner-up. Damian Priest looked to cash in and make his moment happen. So we got how many Royal Rumble winners we have? Shinsuke, Drew, Cody, 3 Royal Rumble winners from the current from almost from 2018 to now. So they have something to prove tomorrow. Who's gonna prove it right then? And then you look at the women's Royal Rumble right here at the bottom. We got Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, Bianca Belair, Bayley. Bayley been competing in a lot of Royal Rumbles from the inception in 2018. Bianca Belair won her first Royal Rumble. She wants to be the first two-time Royal Rumble winner, as well as Becky Lynch. Now Jax looking to make her mark and make her stamp as well. So it's a lot of Royal Rumble anticipation going on. We'll see it tomorrow here, and we'll have your coverage on how I predict is going to win the Royal Rumble match. All right, we end the SmackDown Ring Report. We move forward to Wrestling Hot Topics on Wrestling Hot Topics. Man, a bombshell announcement. Vince McMahon being accused of SA. I cannot believe it. Vince McMahon, the founder of the WWE, being accused of sexual, and this is right here. The TKO sent right here. Mr. McMahon does not control nor does he oversees the day-to-day operations of WWE. This tender predicates the TKO executive team tender at the company. We take Ms. Grant's horrifying ages legends seriously and addressing the matter. I'm hearing reports that Mr. McMahon doing trafficking. He's doing a lot of stuff. I mean, this is sick. This man is sick. He's a sick, twisted man. The character he played on the real life, Mr. McMahon, sick and twisted. He's playing that in real life. I mean, this is sick. And he had this woman right here. We want to show you right here. We hate to do that, but we had this woman to lure her, to have her as bait, to have allegedly a former UFC champion and WWE superstar. They said allegedly is Brock Lesnar. If this true, this is sick and disgusting. By all means, sick and disgusting. Lance Storm, who used to work for the WWE, said that I think it's legitimately clean the house of anyone who covered up anything about this, knew about this. Absolutely disgusting, horrible. And Vince McMahon needs to be gone and done. And we want to report right here that does indeed happen. Vince McMahon right here. This is a statement from Vince McMahon right here. This is the quote right here. I stand by my prior statement and Miss Grant's lawsuit is repaired with lies and seen makeup incident that never occurred. It is vended, blah, 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 blah. Vince saying all this stuff. He said, however, out of respect of the WWE Universe, the extraordinary TKO business board members, shareholders, partners, and constituents, and all employees and superstars who helped make WWE into the global leader that it is today, I have decided to resign from my executive chairmanship of TKO board of directors effective immediately. Wow. Vince McMahon no longer a part of WWE. This is a historic moment. Mark this day, January 26, 2020. 2024. Vince McMahon no longer a part of the WWE. WWE don't want no deal. This was Sean Ross Sapp had sent right here. Vince McMahon resigned. Nick Khan sent the memo saying that Nick Khan, the president of WWE, sent this memo on what's going on. Man, this has significant ramifications. And on top of that, I mean, this is some ramifications right here. They're going to have a Royal Rumble press conference. You know that's going to be the first thing a lot of people are going to ask. So if I'm Triple H right now, I'm going to be crafting what I need to say and how I'm going to say it because this is big. Vince McMahon no longer part of WWE. He might be part of WWE behind the scenes and telling what to do and stuff, but from a public image consultant, he needs to go. This is ridiculous. I had all the respect in the world for Vince McMahon, but hearing these claims, these sexual assault claims, you kind of loses respect for me. And most of these stars, you know, they know. Cena, Hogan, you name it, Austin, The Rock. The Rock just had news of him being in the board of directors. Now, The Rock, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say for The Rock now, but he's gonna have to get someone's gonna question him about this eventually. But this is what Brandon Thurston from WrestleNomics said under the TKO auxiliary force Vince McMahon executive may instead might need to convince him to resign if they want him gone. And that's what Vince done tonight. So what? Um, like I said, this is real big. Vince McMahon used to be the founder of WWE, man. And also too, this is more ramifications right here. Slim Jim right here have notified WWE they're pulling sponsorship away from tomorrow's Royal Rumble event. Is yet to be determined if they will remain partners in the future. This is really showing some rambling effects right now for WWE. Slim Jim getting out of WWE sponsorship. Man, Slim Jim said, we don't want nothing to deal with this. I mean, this is bad. You know, WWE signed that $5 billion Peacock that Netflix deal. Woo! This is bad. This is bad by all means bad. Man, it's bad than Brock Lesnar. Hearing this stuff. And we're hearing that Vince with this girl allegedly had threesomes. The girl said he literally did the R word to the girl. This is a sick, twisted man right here. And I mean, someone put this goodbye. Man, they've been praying for Vince McMahon to go too. I think a lot of people are taking this effect and the shock that Vince McMahon no longer. It was bombshell at the bombshell. We found out the summer beforehand that Vince McMahon, um, he was done. He was done. He was done and through with the with the sexual with the sexual A word. Man, it was just woo. You can't believe it until you believe it. Maybe Vince needs to look himself in the mirror and figure out what he needs to do. But this is coming out the heels of The Rock joining as a board member. Maybe The Rock told Vince, hey, you need to step down. That's crazy. And this is affecting the whole McMahon family. They just went from rags to riches. Now they might go back to rags. Man, this is something big right here. Vince McMahon and also too John Laurinaitis was involved as well. John Ace not no saint neither, but man, this is woo. You tell me, Vince McMahon, woo, Lord, there's a lot going on. Like I said, hopefully this does not affect WWE businesses on what's going on. We told you that Raw is moving to Netflix, SmackDown's moving to USA from Fox, NXT moving from USA to the CW network. So these three properties, these three WWE properties are moving to three different stations. Netflix, Raw moving from USA to Netflix. Man, woo, woo, that just tell you what's going on with that. But hey, where we live in and stuff. But hopefully, um, Vince get the help he needs. He's almost at the tail end of his life. He needs to really get some help and counseling and see what's wrong. But hey, who knows? Like I said, I'm gonna end that right there here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Um, if we have more going on with Vince, what's going on with Vince and all this SA stuff, we will bring it to you coming up. So, for me being Kendrick Dix saying so long, thank you for watching the SmackDown Ring Report. I'll see you later. And we'll see you tomorrow for the Royal Rumble Predicted Outcome special, as well as the Royal Rumble review show coming up Sunday morning. So for me being Kendrick Dix saying so long and thank you for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. See you later.